Hey everyone, you're here with the Vigilant Christian Mario for another edition of Illuminati Media Expose. Today's going to be a little bit different than any of the previous videos I've done. If you've been familiar with my series, you're going to start to really see that the satanic propaganda that is used by the media is absolutely everywhere. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at today specifically is Walt Disney and how they target our children with satanic propaganda in order to condition them so that when they grow up, they become ungodly, that they do things absolutely opposed to what God has called us to do. It's no surprise that you look out throughout society now and you see all these young kids dressing the way they do, not saving themselves till marriage, participating in drugs and alcohol and partying and everything like that. It's not coincidence, okay? It's actually designed. It's through the propaganda and the conditioning process that they have, that they're able to condition us to do these things. And I was one of those people that did those things. So I know because I was affected myself. So that's why I'm so passionate about bringing this stuff to you guys. So like I said, today we're going to be covering Walt Disney. So a lot of you have a hard time, thinking that Walt Disney is satanic. But with this video, I'm going to be showing you without a shadow of a doubt that it is absolutely negative, that it is evil, and that any parent that puts this in front of their children, shame on you. Okay, in all honesty, you are there to protect your child from negative and destructive influences, and this is the most negative, destructive influence for children in society, hands down. All right, so before we get started on this video, I do need to give a warning. There is graphic content, so the following images and/or content may be disturbing for some of you, so viewer discretion is strongly advised. And I'm not even kidding, I just gave you a graphic warning for a Disney video, okay? So you really need to think about that if you think Disney is good, because I'm literally having to warn you before we go into this video. It is sick. There's no children that should watch any of this stuff. So let's get right into it. First of all, so Walt Disney, who is Walt Disney? Basically, Walt Disney is a man who started the whole thing. So here you have him holding up his most famous character, Mickey Mouse. Now, the one thing that is very important to notate about Walt Disney is that he was a Freemason. So if you notice in all of my videos, there's always a Freemason connection. And the reason is the Freemasons are a secret society that are satanic, that have a lot of the power positions in the world and are very responsible for the influence of the media and the governing of our media and our political, military, and everything. So he was a 33rd degree Mason, and one of the pieces of evidence to prove that is the Walt Disney Club, Club 33. So this is found at Walt Disney World Orlando. So Club 33, the reason that it's 33 is a Freemason sacred number. It's regarded as one of their master numbers because they're into the occult and numerology. So it is, as you can see here on one of their famous double-headed eagle symbols, that's the number that they use within the triangle. So there's power to that. So it's not a coincidence that Walt Disney has Club 33. Okay, and you're also going to see what Walt Disney does with his influence on society, and it's absolutely negative. All right. So the first thing that I want to talk about is it's found in the Bible. Actually, we're actually commanded by God, the true God of heaven and earth, in the scriptures, to have nothing to do with in essence, everything that Walt Disney promotes. All right, so the Bible says, "There shall not be found anyone who uses divination, one who practices sorcery, or enchanter, or a sorcerer, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer." Okay, whoever does these things is an abomination unto the Lord. All right, so and then the following verse here I want you to notice in Acts also is many of those who practice magical arts brought their books together and they burned them. Okay, so this is basically showing you that in the scriptures God actually commands us to have nothing to do with witchcraft, wizards, people who do tarot card readings, necromancers, so people who talk to the dead, and that's everything that Walt Disney is about. All right, so if you look at Fantasia, there is Mickey Mouse as the apprentice of a wizard, all right? And the whole time in Fantasia, he's going around utilizing magic, which God had just previously said in the Bible to not have anything to do with, okay? And it's very common in the Walt Disney movies. You see this. It's all about magic and sorcerers and spells, okay? It's all satanic witchcraft, people, all right? Like, it's not a coincidence that, they have movies like The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and everything is structured around, occult symbols. Like you can see, this is an occult symbol that Daffy Duck has in his hands, and this whole episode where Daffy Duck does occult numerology and mathematics, okay? So it's not coincidence, and we were told by God to not let our children have anything to do with this, okay? And it's no coincidence that it's all about satanic witchcraft. Another point that I want to make out here is this is satanic propaganda, especially towards women, okay? So at a very young age, Walt Disney programs the women to want to become princesses, all right? And the princesses aren't intellectually developed women. It's all about their beauty. It's not about them being smart. It's all about them being beautiful, because what they're trying to do, Satan and Lucifer and these Illuminist Freemasons who are trying to control your minds, are trying to pervert the women so that they can turn them from good girls gone bad. And essentially that's exactly what's happening through Illuminati media programming. It's all about that, and Walt Disney is actually one of the absolute worst out there. And what they're trying to do is program little girls to absolutely want to become princesses themselves. So if you see here, I put a picture up of the royal wedding. It's not a coincidence that at the royal wedding they were dressed exactly as in the Walt Disney movie. Again, now the British royal family is part of an Illuminist Freemason society, so they're all intertwined in the mind control that is propagated onto society. So they knew exactly, this isn't a coincidence. You think that they dressed up like this, like pure coincidence? No, it's because what they're actually trying to do is condition the young little girls at a very young age to desire to become a princess so that they can later on corrupt them. And that's what they do with all their women. If you look at Demi Lovato, who started off on Walt Disney, okay? Then there's pictures of her circulating all over the internet of her doing degrading sexual things, and it's absolutely disgusting. And the latest one, if you haven't heard about Selena Gomez, she's the newest Disney girl to go bad, and this has been all over Entertainment Tonight and all the entertainment news channels all across North America here, that she has gone bad. And as you can see in the MTV picture here, they play on this concept that, there she is dressed in white, there's her good, and in the mirror is her bad. And we've talked about the mirror and how it's related to the occult. So you always see the satanic influence, symbolized by the mirror. So that's what you see. You see the evil her in the mirror. And we need to start realizing that they're doing this. They're trying to corrupt your children, okay? Like, it's not a coincidence that girl after girl. So you have Hannah Montana, so there you go, the MK Ultra mind-controlled butterfly symbol, first of all. And then, obviously, there you go, pictures of her circulating online, doing sexual things. And then coming out at an award show and dancing on a pole as if she was some type of stripper, okay? And then even online, they have circulated her taking a hit of a bong. So guys, come on, you think this is coincidence? You think that all these girls, they all start off good and then end up bad? And notice here in Miley Cyrus, okay, these are all upside down pentagrams. These are satanic symbols. This is actually an upside down broken cross, just to let you know. It's a satanic witchcraft symbol. It has nothing to do with peace. The whole peace and hippie movement was an occult New Age awakening that happened in the 1970s, and it has nothing to do with peace. This is the broken cross and the crow's foot, which is used in witchcraft. All right, and back to this, they do it all the time. Here you have Lindsay Lohan, innocent little girl, starts off with Disney, and then later on in life, there she is, corrupted, a good girl gone bad, it's just this constant theme of doing it. Christina Aguilera joined the Mickey Mouse Club, and then later on, there she is doing her dirty song and going around and doing like softcore pornography on her stages and doing all sorts of sexually degrading acts with the dancers and things to promote sexuality, to promote this type of evil. And they did it with Britney Spears, same thing. She starts off all innocent, and then here you go, the transition. So this is half innocent starting to become bad, and now boom, full out bad on stage with barely anything on, with a snake wrapped around her. This is by design, people. This is not pure coincidence. They are after your soul. They are after the corruption of your morals and your values, and they've succeeded, because 90% of the people who are listening to this right now are not living according to what God has called us to do, and are living by the influence that has been imposed upon them by these people that they've considered idols and influences in their lives, and have been transformed by the influence of that individual in their lives in a negative way. All right, and it's designed that way. And now even Vogue is pushing it even farther, and they're sexualizing the princesses of Disney. All right, and this is common. I'm telling you, it's not pure coincidences. They program you as little girls so that when you get older, they can corrupt you so that you are just this selfish, all you care about is how you look. That's all you think has any importance or value. You've lost all your values, your moral, and your character, and then they've won. Satan's won. Lucifer has won. He did his job, exactly what he's planning to do. All right, and even the Cosmopolitan, all right, here you see Jasmine giving a winky eye, and bad boy Aladdin, right? They're all going bad, everyone, because these medias are satanic. Wake up. All right, it's not a coincidence, people. Seriously. And then another point that makes it absolutely obvious that that Disney is satanic propaganda that is trying to destroy your value system and to steal your soul from eternal life is the subliminal programming. And we've talked about subliminal programming, and it's a door into your mind that you're not shutting closed, because subconsciously you're not able to pick up the things that are being programmed into you through the media programming. All right, and there's no coincidence here that Walt Disney right in here has a 6 and a 6 and a 6. And again, some of you are so brainwashed, so conditioned, you're going to look upon that and go, oh no, he's stretching it too far. Okay, well then let's take you here. Do you think it's a coincidence that Alice in Wonderland, that this is symbolizing drug use? Obviously this is symbolizing cocaine. She went down the rabbit hole and then she's chilling there with all sorts of mushrooms and smoking hookahs. Like, come on, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If you're looking at this and you really don't get it, there's absolutely something wrong, okay? And it's not me, and it's not the material that I'm presenting to you, which is true fact. It's your manipulated, conditioned mind that can't process reality anymore, all right? And it's everywhere, even in The Little Mermaid, okay? Look, right up here, this is a penis. This is a sexual symbol in a children's movie, all right? So put there subconsciously so that it's hidden in plain sight, so that it psychologically acts as a mind control technique in order to perpetuate you to do sexual things later on in your life. All right, and it's not a coincidence right here. When they drive by in this Disney movie, there's a softcore pornography picture that is shown, and it's no coincidence that this says sex in The Lion King. And it's no coincidence, again, that she flashes her crotch, and I had to take that out because it's totally inappropriate. And it's no coincidence that he has an erection in the old version. The new versions are obviously modified. They took them out. But in the old versions that I was programmed with as a kid, the sexual subliminals were all there. And then we wonder why, in my generation, none of us are getting married. All of us are fooling around with everyone. Everyone has multiple partners. I wonder why, everyone. I wonder why. Seriously, it boggles my mind. I wonder why everyone now is waiting maybe 2 days to have sex with a partner instead of waiting till marriage. I wonder why. Could it be that we've been programmed subconsciously to do these things? Okay, and if you notice, look, sex here, and this is a brand new movie. This is still going on. Okay, and look, I mean, this is a child's a child's ride at a convenience store. Like, that's absolutely disgusting, everyone. Seriously. So this is the Vigilant Christian. I'm so happy I could present this material to you. I'm actually going to be doing a full series on Walt Disney. Any parent that is currently letting their child watch this and doesn't know this, that's all right. I mean, a lot of times we don't know certain things, so now you're educated. So now if you keep on showing your child these type of things, shame on you. So this is the Vigilant Christian, Mario, standing for what is right, even if it means standing alone. All right, so even if I'm the only one who doesn't let my little girl dress around as a little princess to satanically propagate a negative influence on her life, even if I'm the only one who doesn't show my children Walt Disney movies, God bless you all.